Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Throwing first play is Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that one results in 35 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. This is caught. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott now. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Prescott from the gun on third. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Allen! Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And the Cowboy first down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard, and he is going to lose yardage here. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
First down, Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Ball delivered complete on the crossing route, Gallup. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Going to try the right side, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to go up top again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now a give here to Pollard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now Prescott on 4th down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth.
And the Cowboys first down.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. To throw is Prescott. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Herbert now. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They started on the ground with Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 40 now on second down. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Herbert. Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. From the 9, 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. So they elect to decline it.
Why not? Just going to let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Five yards remain on second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
On second down and 4, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 32 yards. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 36, Prescott. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Run for Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Prescott. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
They'll run with Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Hunter to kick off for Dallas.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. On third down, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On second and 10, Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the sack on first down, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On second down, Prescott again. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Play action. It's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, here's Eckler. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, he's eating up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
On the give, this is Eckler.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Eckler. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Prescott now. On the left side, Gallup's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run. not so successful.
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
115 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That stop for a loss made by Damone Clark from his linebacker spot.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 14-yard line.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense in that quarter.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Khalil Mack, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
The offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he could let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott.
Man, open downfield is Gallup. He's got it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And the Cowboy first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that was.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown!
about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got a man. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Herbert off the play action. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and real.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Allen's first catch, good for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Dancing to his left.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler, and he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28. Here's Prescott. And he's caught by Lamb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. 1st down, Prescott. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so they went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The slot man in motion right. To the air again, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, the end
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Herbert. Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Elliott, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Going to try the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Prescott. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score. Chargers 14. Cowboys 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. To throw again on second down. Herbert buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Herbert back to the air. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Prescott looks to throw up first. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott targets Lamb on the comebacker. Pass is complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Maher able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Down to about the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
This is a counter play. Eckler.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 29 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A first down throw for Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 16. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. It's Ekeler again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 9. They'll try the right side with Ekeler. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Herbert off of play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott down. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And now here is another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back pop.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Let's go now.
On 4th down, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Let's go.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They snap it to Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.
about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Once more, here's Eckler. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They're going for it. Here's Herbert. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 44 yards.
And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the 1st half here, a long way to go.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll try to throw down. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To throw is Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they are going for it. Herbert now. Forced out to his left. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Going deep here for Allen. They've got his man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns.
On third down and short, and everything well executed. He not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
70 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Herbert. Being chased out left.
Herbert has it knocked free.
But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception. Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott.
Open man downfield is Hilton.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Prescott yet again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up.
Touchdown, Cowboys! T.Y. Hilton, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Eckler, they run left side.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive. And it's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown allowed them to go, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On the give, this is Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. Now a give running left is Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's fourth and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Prescott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Throwing again on second down. Prescott over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They snap it to Herbert. Steps away to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is shipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. Touchdown! Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They're going to pass here with Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Herbert off the play action. And this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.